Good evening, everyone. Do you remember Rocky saying, if it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward? How did you feel when Iqbal built the Chakravyuh to trap the batsman? Or when Kabir Khan gives a 70-minute pep talk to the girls in Chak De India? Did you get goosebumps when Milkha Singh emerges victorious after embracing his brutal past? Sports is not just about winning or losing. It is about pushing your boundaries, fighting the odds, and giving it all you have. It makes you respect your opponents, channelize your emotions, and above all, teaches you how to treat triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. It is an honor to have amongst us an actor par excellence, Miss Priyanka Chopra, and director Umang Kumar to talk about their upcoming movie based on an Indian pugilist, a sportswoman who, undaunted by challenges, followed her dream and brought laurels to the country. Mary Kom was born to humble beginnings in 1983 in Manipur. Her parents were landless agricultural laborers. And being the eldest of four siblings, Mary was introduced to hard work at the very beginning. Her foray into sports began as a 400-meter runner and a javelinist in an attempt to provide financial assistance to her family. Her aspirations of becoming a boxer were molded after Dinko Singh's success at the Asian Games. Mary Kom took to boxing in 2000 like fish takes to water and could be seen demanding her coach be as tough on her as he was on the boys. In 2001, at just 18 years of age, Mary Kom debuted at Women's World Amateur Boxing Championship held in Pennsylvania and won the silver medal. Since then, she has won 5 gold medals at the World Women Amateur Championships and also the bronze medal in the 51 kg flyweight category in the Summer Olympics 2012. She is the proud recipient of the Padma Bhushan and the Arjun Awards. Her journey, though, was riddled with stiff competition as boxing was not considered a ladylike sport. She faced resistance from her family and had to hide her passion from them. They came to know about it through a newspaper clipping after she won the Manipur State Boxing Championship. On the boxing front, she has had to progressively fight in higher weight categories as the lower categories were scrapped. But through it all, Mary Kom persevered, filling the unforgiving minute with the proverbial 60 seconds worth of distance run. Her coach during the earlier years, Mr. Narjeet Singh, remembers finding Mary practicing her punches long after everyone else had gone. Mary Kom is a proud mother of twins and is known as Magnificent Mary, not least because of her ability to manage and excel in both her sporting career as well as family domain. To quote her, don't give up as there is always the next time. Think that if Mary Kom, a mother of two, can do it, why can't you? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We'll be starting the session shortly. Welcome to this exclusive marketing event on Maricom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Priyanka Chopra, Indian celebrity, singer, actor, and national award winner. Where's the bouquet? So we are done
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It's our pleasure today to welcome Priyanka Chopra over here on IIM Ahmedabad campus. As you know that she's just finished this movie, Mary Com, and we want to have a discussion with her today about the movie, about sports. And we're going to set the ball rolling with Nikita, who's going to tell us. And Samarth, where is Samarth? So Samarth is going to give us a very brief.
So the excitement was too much, so we had a very brief round of introduction already.
Of Mary Com
Of
and
Mary Kom and Priyanka Chopra. Priyanka does not need an introduction. Everyone really loves her over here. Definitely.
And therefore, I'll hand over the mic to Priyanka Chopra with the request to take us very quickly through the movie, the making of the movie, what caused her to take up the movie, and what she's hoping at the end of it.
Well, hello everybody. I'd like to thank the Dean, Mr. Sai. I would like to thank Sir. To everyone at IIM, I cannot explain to you how excited I am to be here. Just can't. I know all of you are these big smarty pants sitting here, you know, the best in the country and all of that. So go easy on me a little bit. I'm very clear. I wanted to come and tell you right in the beginning that I'm going to talk about my film, how to make films, the creative aspect of it, and you're going to talk to me about the business of films. And teach me, because I still have about 10 days left, so y'all can give me ideas about what I should do to market my films. You know, I was talking to Sir backstage saying, you know, maybe I'll get some interesting ideas here. He said, Arey, but you're supposed to give the answers. So I said, okay, after Mr. Bachchan, maybe, you know, I thought I'll do something different with you guys, ask you the questions. So can I do that? कोई तो जवाब देगा ना मुझे? There's one particularly excited gentleman back there, which I will come to. For sure. The only one who raised his hand, by the way, and took the responsibility of IIM to say कि हाँ मैं जवाब दूंगा. Kudos, sir. Kudos. So, Mary Com is a film, obviously, about Mary Com, the actor. As the actor in me, had to really rechange and re-gear my head to be able to play a character like this. First and foremost, female-centric parts are not very welcomed in Bollywood. They haven't been. But like I was giving a few interviews when I was coming here, and everybody was talking about, you know, you're doing this woman-oriented film and it's going to be coming out, and this woman-oriented film that you're doing is fabulous, and this woman-oriented film. I said, अरे भाई जब आप पीके देखने जा रहे हो या किक देखने जा रहे हो कोई कहता है मेल ओरिएंटेड फिल्म देखने जा रहा हूं मैं. Nobody says that, right? So the day we decide to get rid of the gender bias in our head and go to see a movie because we like the trailer, ki okay, I like this song, I really like the trailer, that's the day things will change for females in the Hindi film industry, first of all. I'm very fortunate to be an actor in the movie business at a time where I get parts which are written for me. I get parts where I'm not just, you know, doing, as much as I love doing the singing and the dancing, guys, please don't get me wrong. Even if I don't do it in at least 3 weeks, you know, मुझे नींद नहीं आती ठीक से. गाना बजना चाहिए and I should dance and all that. But that's not all that we are about. Female talent in this country is probably just as powerful as male talent, but unfortunately, we do live in a very male-dominated world. And to me, what shocked me was when, can I stand up, if that's okay? Thank you. See, I'll sit down again, don't make me shy. I'm anyway talking to like the most smart people who are probably going to be managing my business in a few years and deciding, yeah, how many of you all are probably...
There is a career out there waiting for you guys in films. We do run that course, contemporary film industry, right?
And God knows how many of you all will be deciding my salaries. So I'm going to be very nice to you.
I think a lot of them will be happy working for you also.
Nice. I don't mind that. As long as we quadruple what I'm making, it's good. So yeah, I think the business of Bollywood has also changed a lot over time. I'm at a wonderful time in where a metamorphosis is sort of happening in Indian movies. So when Mary Com came to me as a film, you know what I was shocked about the most is that everybody knew Mary Com as this Olympic boxer. You know, she won a bronze for us, and we were all really proud that, you know, female boxing has come into from India in the Olympics, and she won this bronze. But I was so ill-informed. I had no idea she was a 5-time world champion before her Olympics. How many of you knew that? Yeah, quite.
We announced it yesterday evening.
Guys, I know y'all are really smart. Don't be a smart ass right now. Seriously, how many of you knew, like before, when around the Olympics happened, when we first heard about Mary, that she was a 5-time world champion? You did? That's incredible. Y'all are extremely smart, very well informed. I was not one of those. I had no idea, and I felt really, really foolish. Never has a film been made on a female athlete in this country. Never. We have P.T. Usha, we have Maheshwari, we have so many incredible female athletes in this country, and never has their story been told. Why is that? So many questions arose for me when I started doing this film. Mary started when she was 17 years old. She decided she didn't want to do athletics because athletics is what girls are supposed to do. She said, you know, she was always a ruffian in school, beating up boys and fighting with them and everything. I felt very close to her because I was also like that. But she decided at 17, she told her parents, okay, her father was a rice farmer in a small town in Manipur who saved all his money to send his 3 children to school. After that, this girl comes and says, I don't want to learn athletics anymore, I want to get into boxing. Female boxing wasn't even a part of the Indian contingent that time. The year Mary decided to do it is when female boxing got included in the Indian contingent, which was in the year 2000. She trained for about 3 months and started winning in a row her first few championships. This girl won 3 world championships, got married. And like every girl who has a career, gets married, has children, she was also told that your career will be over as soon as you get into maternity leave. Also, I understand, she was in a physical sport where you had to be, have to have stamina and you have to be, physically well built and all of that. But telling a woman that just because you're having a child or just because you're getting married, that's why your career is over, is wrong. In any part of the world, in any career, in any business, including mine. And that is another something that's changing. I keep bringing the similarities back to the movie business because that's what I do. But like today, you'll see actresses who are married, have kids. There's Kajol, there's Aishwarya, there's Kareena. All actresses successful, with kids, with families, who are still in the movie business and whose films you guys still enjoy. A woman's career is not over when she has children, and that's what this woman showed us. She went on to win 2 more world championships after having twins in a cesarean. That, for a female, a woman's body changes tremendously after she has kids. How many of you have kids here? Like 3? Wrong question. But a few people over here. 3 people have children. I'm sure they understand what I mean. The rest of you can imagine it. I'm sure in your future it'll happen at some point. But a woman's body changes tremendously when she's had children. Mary went on to win 2 more world championships. Her Olympic bronze, had another baby, now is in training for the Asian Games. This woman is unstoppable, and that's what I want to be. Sport in India is never given the kind of importance in academics. I come from an academic background. My parents, my everybody in my family is either a doctor or an engineer, like all good children are told to be. I was supposed to be an engineer. I just happened to fall upon this big bad world of Bollywood. I had no idea that it would happen, but I'm grateful because I think about 10 to 12 years ago, 15 years ago, chalo, people didn't even have an idea that you could have career options beyond being doctor, engineer, lawyer, family business. That's all. Today, you guys at this extremely prestigious college, which, by the way, half my friends are very, very jealous of that I'm here. This extremely prestigious college, being the best in the country, has courses which is going to make you ready for so many varied types of businesses. And it's incredible how the world has changed so much. Today, we are one of the youngest countries in the world. 60% of India's population is under the age of 35. What is this youth going to do? To me, the story of Mary Kom, who is also under the age of 35, is incredible. She took her life in her own hands, said, my circumstances, the fact that I don't have money, the fact that I'm a girl, the fact that I live in a small little gaon in Manipur, where people still in India asking questions saying, Manipur India mein hai ki nahi? People still ask that question. Ignorance is that big about the Northeast. But this girl decided to take charge of her life in her own hands and say, I will make my life what I want it to be. I did that. And each one of you is going to do that as you leave this school. Take life in your own hands and you're going to say, you know what? This big bad world of amazing business opportunities or incredible corporate structures are going to come to me. And what am I going to do? Am I going to be noticed? Am I going to be seen? Am I going to be able to use what I learned while I was at school and put it to use? All those questions come into your mind, but when you go to bed at night, the most beautiful thing about having dreams is that it's in your hands how big your dreams become. And this film taught me that. I've come here only to introduce you to the idea of saying that no one can tell you that your dream is too small, or your dream cannot come true, or your dream cannot be allowed because you're a girl, because you're a boy, because you look a certain way, or because you come from a certain place. I'm not even Northeastern and I'm playing Mary Kom. I mean, who would have thought that? I am extremely honored to be sitting in front of all of you wonderful, wonderful, really smart people and talking to you about my dream, which came true doing this film. Don't be afraid to dream, guys, because they do come true. They really do. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that inspirational talk. I was hoping that we would start the discussion. Maybe what I'll do is I'll open it out to the audience first, see which way the questions go, and then take it from there. What I would like to be able to do is to talk about the movie as well as the aspects of sports connected to the movie and how sports is now coming up a lot in our country. And if you can direct the questions in that, from that aspect, that will be great. So can I have some show of hands for questions?
Sir, you'll only get 2 or 3 hands. I've identified those people already. Come on, guys. Don't get intimidated.
Hi, Priyanka.
Hello.
First and foremost, since you're my first, can I ask you your name?
Karan Singhania.
Hi, Karan. Really good to meet you.
Same here. So this question is regarding the cats part of the sport. So recently there has been a lot of hue and cry about the production of women in India. And I feel that each and every Indian is pretty much shamed about whatever has happened in the recent past. So do you think that courses like self-defense and courses on martial arts should become a part of the curriculum in this country?
You know, I met a lot of girls recently. I was on a show called Kaun Banega Crorepati, and I was representing a girl who started an academy of self-defense. And she had a great point of view where she turned around and told me that, you know, I go out, I work, I come back late at night, I carry pepper spray, but I'm still scared sometimes ki, you know, koi mujhse kuch kahega. But the day I started self-defense, I somewhere had a sense of confidence where I felt that, I may not be able to win the battle, but I'll be able to fight back. And that's a certain amount of confidence that a girl does need. I think the bigger picture definitely is for us, all of us, to think about where this country is headed and what we are going to inculcate in our children. Are we going to tell the boys that are born to us to respect the girls? Are we going to teach our sons that? Is the fact that अगर आपका बेटा नहीं होगा तो आपका वंश आगे नहीं जाएगा, is that going to change? Is the question going to change कि अगर बेटी हुई है तो वो पराया धन है? All these really deep-seated ideas, first and foremost, need to change, which are the bigger picture. But in the meanwhile, I definitely recommend girls learn self-defense, for sure. You can seriously kick some.
You can kick some butt, absolutely.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you were there, go on.
Priyanka,
Guys, stop it. एक तो खुद नहीं उठ रहे हो, जो उठ रहा है उसको शर्मा रहे हो. Yes, what is your name?
Kumar Shanu. Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
You're obviously a 80s baby. Yeah, Kumar Sanu was very popular that time. Can you sing also?
I will see if you want me to for you.
100% I want you to sing, but you'll have to sing a Kumar Sanu song. So you have to be encouraging of talent. Chalo, 2 lines, you have to sing for me. Guys, stop it. For me.
Question, please.
Whom should I listen, my professor or?
See, now you have to stay here longer than I
My
am.
grades are at stake, I guess.
You are thinking in the right way now.
Okay,
Prioritize.
Okay, let's cut to
Ask the
question.
question. Even I'm getting nervous now.
First, one line of compliment. First, welcome to our campus. And when we talk about beauty, we say that beauty is the way the girl talks, the way girl looks. But you have redefined beauty by today saying that beauty is also in the way girl fights. So that is something I would like to attribute to you.
Thank you. See, basically, all the girls out there, whenever you're in a relationship and you fight with the guy in your life, you have a full license now.
So,
According to Kumar Shanu.
Okay. So coming to my question is not specifically about sports. It's about movie industry. So you have done some very phenomenal movies. You have done typical masala movies like Dawn and Krish, which have been commercially successful. Maybe not critically. I'm not going on that. But you have done some very phenomenal critical movies also. Critical success movies also like Fashion, for which you got national award also. You have done Barfi. So, but there is one movie I would like to point out, Saath Khoon Maaf, which was very relevant movie. It was a little female centric. Your work was phenomenal, but it was not that well appreciated commercially. So, what according to you is the trade-off between arts and commerce in movies? Which one is more important? And when given a chance, what will you choose?
अभी ना सांस भी ले लो बीच में 6 सवाल जो पूछ लिए. Breath, take one big breath. Okay, now out of all your 7 questions, I'll answer a few. To me, box office is king. The movie business is called a business because that's exactly what it is. Nobody makes films to sit down in your own drawing room and watch it for yourself. We want to release movies, we want to make sure our budgets are restricted so that we can make commerce, so that you can make money. It is a business. The money that comes in will go out, will get put into the movies. It's a circle. So every film that is made, as much as I'm really happy about the fact that people loved Saath Khoon Maaf, a lot of people enjoyed it, a lot of people didn't understand it also, and the fact that I got an award for it. But the fact that it wasn't commercially successful will always be the bane on that film. A film needs to be commercially successful. That's how it breathes. The ideal combination would be, for me, Barfi, which was critically acclaimed, 100 crore plus success. So for me, it would obviously, we all aim at that, but kabhi kabhi hota hai, kabhi nahi hota. With every film that I do, with every character that I choose, I try and make sure that's the possibility. Now, when it comes to doing films like Krish, Dawn, Agnipath, all these big masala movies which end up doing successful, as a female actor, I need to do those films so that I can do a film like this. If I do a film like that and I'm a commercially viable actress, my producer can raise money to make a movie like this. If I'm not, the money wouldn't be enough to make this movie. Honest truth. Thank you, Kumar Shanu. I just like saying your name.
Hello.
So.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, ma'am, this side. Hello? Yeah.
खड़े हो जाए ना? Ah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm Anurag.
Hi, Anurag.
Hi, hello.
He's a chartered accountant.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I know these kind of movies today also make a lot of money. So that's apart. I just wanted to understand, like, what is the kind of training and rigor that you need to undergo to transition into a role which the sheer ferocity of that look which you portray there is it's very difficult to bring that and to play the role of someone like Farhan Akhtar had played in Milkha Singh. So you really have to live that character. So how different is that? How challenging is that? And what is the kind of preparation that you need to make to come into such roles? Because it's very difficult, I guess.
No, it is. More than difficult, it's a huge sense of responsibility because I'm playing a living, breathing person. Mary is almost my age. She's not someone who's 80 years old, who you don't know. You know this girl. You see her giving interviews. You see her on covers. You see her fights. And so the responsibility for me is a lot more. Physically, the transition was very difficult for me. All the boys okay, how many of you go to the gym? Like, rigorously? Boys, that's it? Again, 4 people? How many girls go to the gym? None. Okay, no, like 3. Okay, got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. But, so if you did go to the gym, you would understand it's extremely difficult to build a muscular body for boys and for girls. But for girls, even a lot more because we are physically, our constitution is not made like that. We don't have the hormones, the testosterone to be able to look like Hulks. But boxers, because they train for so many years, they have a constitution on their shoulders, their arms, it's really developed. So me being a very girly girl who had never I was never a sports person. I was always thrown into basketball because I was tall. But otherwise I never really got around to playing it. So for me it was a very, very difficult transition. I had to train almost 2.5 hours, 6 times a week in the gym. Plus I had to learn boxing, which means footwork, the punches, skipping. Today I can skip, it's really cool, okay? I can skip like a boxer. It's the one thing I'll take away from this film for the rest of my life. It's really cool to show off. But skipping like that and doing push-ups and all of that you have to learn. So I had to learn the sport, which is again something I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. If you put me into a ring with somebody who will not beat me to pulp, I can probably defend myself as a sport. So it was a very, very difficult transition, but I've taken on a job and I had to take it to the finish line. So it was my farz to be able to portray this girl as best as I could. Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Anurag.
much.
Priyanka, one second.
Hi.
A small request. My brother is your biggest fan ever. So if you could just say hi to him. Like, my brother, he's not here, but he's your biggest fan.
Oh,
And
I
he
was
would-
like, is he hiding? Because I don't see a guy over there. Oh, on the phone you mean? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so his name
What's
is
his-
Shubham. And if you could just say hi to him, it'd be like the best gift I ever gave him.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah. You're zoomed in. You're like, well in the
Hi Shubham, how are you? I wish you were here. I really thought you were hiding. I'm glad you're not. I hope at some point I get to see you.
Thank you so much. And my question is, Miss World, international singer, I know you get to play such cool roles. Like, what's the coolest thing about being Priyanka Chopra?
I get to attend IIM without being in it. How many people can do that? The best school in the country. and I'm here talking to you guys, and I don't even have to enroll. What? It's really cool to be Priyanka Chopra at moments like this, I have to say.
We're going to take one last question. That's it. It'll be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Can I ask a question?
Hi, Priyanka, here.
Here doesn't help. Oh, got you. Okay.
Hi, my name is Ram. I have a
Sorry,
question.
what was your name?
Ram.
Rana. Okay.
Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
Shram.
ठीक है.
Got you.
The question that I have is about movie marketing. Is there a cookie cutter solution that every actor goes through, like going to Jhalak Dikhla Ja or whatever it is, and promoting their movie, or do you follow a selected approach? Like, for example, Amir Khan, he doesn't do most of these things, like for marketing his movies. So, what is your take on going to talk shows and other things to promote your movies?
There is, first and foremost, there are two ways of marketing a film that I have learned. First of all, I love marketing. I think that the business of cinema has changed so much over the last few years. We don't have golden jubilees, diamond jubilees anymore. Films don't run for 25 weeks or 100 weeks anymore. Now it's so many multiplexes have come up all around the country that it's a matter of the weekend. What happens in the weekend, what happens in the second weekend, what happens in the third weekend if you're lucky. So accordingly, marketing has had to be changed. There's of course a format where you go to all these shows, and because they give you a reach to GEC, which is your general audience, where people get to know about your film. So it's a great way of reaching out to people in their own bedrooms when they're watching TV, having dinner. Baithe baithe unko information mil gayi. But every film will have its own unique way of marketing. We are very fortunate. Medicom gives us an ability to do many, many different things. Every time I do something for Medicom, I can have a different theme to it. I don't just go to, say, a Jhalak Dikhla Ja. If you watch it tonight at 9 o'clock, I don't just go there and dance. I go there and I beat people up. It's so much fun, you know? So, so I think every film gives you the ability to be able to do different things with marketing. Like you said, Amir, now Amir, Shah Rukh, these guys are people who know marketing in the back of their hand. They've done it for so many years and they do it so well. People like us are still learning from it. The fact that corporates like Viacom, who's produced our film, have come in, there's become a structure to how marketing can happen. And there are very, very interesting things to do. Of course, doing the TV shows and traveling to different cities, all of that we do. But when you do music releases or you do theater launches, you have to put your brains together and come up with unique ideas to be able to market a film, which is a really great creative part, actually.
So can you take us through some of the earlier films, for example, Krish or Gunde or Don 2, some specific aspects of or actions that you took to market those movies?
You know, when we had done Dawn, I remember, Dawn 2 especially, because Dawn as a film is a very cool franchise and it's about this cat and mouse chase between the cops and Dawn. A lot of the marketing that we had done around the film was that, where Shah Rukh was the bad guy and, you know, I was the cop, and he would come in these bikes and people would get really crazy about the fact that, oh, Dawn ko pakarna mushkil hi nahi, namumkin hai. So we used aspects of the film to be able to portray the message of the film across, not just talk about a film which is being produced by Excel, directed by Farhan Akhtar, stars Shah Rukh Khan and Priyanka Chopra. It wasn't. When it came to Krish, I remember the first Krish and the second Krish was so different because filming changed. The first Krish, we didn't even travel to so many cities to be able to market the movie because it wasn't even required that much. By the time we came to Krish 3, we traveled to almost about 10 or 15 cities, made sure we met everyone, went to malls, went to Dubai, to New York, to London, to be able to access so many people, because now it's the matter of immediate results. You cannot wait for word of mouth anymore. So yeah, marketing has changed, and it's been very interesting for me because I do such varied kind of movies. To be able to, like Barfi, for example, we went all around Calcutta, we went all around the country, and we talked about differently abled people, and we brought our marketing had a lot to do with that, and education on what differently abled people are, who are treated extremely cruelly, especially in our country. Pagal hai, समझ में नहीं आता है, बोलती क्या है, हंसते हैं, especially in our films. अगर आप पुराने ज़माने में देखोगे पुरानी फिल्मों को, If you show differently abled people, you know, they'll always be taunted in college. They will always be saying, ki, "Arey, pagal ladki ja rahi hai," and they'll be made faces about. So Barfi as a film brought an education about it. So it's really great to use aspects of the film, which is your characters, in your marketing strategies.
And this particular film is about a sports person, a living sports person. So what is your sense of how this is going to influence? Has the movie done anything explicitly on the lines of sports in terms of reaching out to people?
It was a very conscious decision. ठीक है? Settled? Okay. No, this kid was having problem with his shorts. This film, I think, it was a very conscious decision on our marketing team's part that this film is not just about the sport. Mary Kom is synonymous with sport. She's synonymous with boxing. This film was about the struggles and the life of a girl who decided to say, I'm not going to be held down because I come from a certain place or because my gender is certain. So it was a very conscious decision for us to say कि ये sports film तो है, sports इसमें है, of course, 5 बार world championship जीता है, we are going to show you all of that, but that's not all the film is about. But yet, the fact that this film comes out and it addresses some really interesting issues about the treatment of sports people in the country, what the federations do for sports people in the country, what all, especially in India, what all they need, what all they can get, the politics of it. It deals with all of that because all of that happened in Mary's life. So hopefully with a film like this, which brings to light what really happened in a sports person's life who's still relevant in the field of sports, hopefully that will bring a lot of attention to other sports besides just cricket, which has already started happening. I mean, we already are aware of so many other sports. Hopefully with more films like this, more awareness, sports will become a lot more relevant to us in so many other ways.
So how many of you guys are going to watch this movie now after being here?
Which ones are not going to watch it? Haath utao zara. In the red corner, you're not going to watch it. Oh, you have a question. Thank God, because otherwise I would have really beat you up and I wouldn't want to do that.
Go on.
Hi Priyanka.
Hi.
I hope you remember batch 1999 Army School Bareilly.
Kind of like my batch, yes.
Yep, I'm from the same batch, Bareilly 1999.
Really? Did we meet in school?
Yeah.
Wow. And देखो 15 साल बाद आप भी IIM में मैं भी IIM में. Who would have thought?
But आप स्टेज के उस तरफ मैं ऑडियंस में.
अरे मेरी कितनी चाह थी कि मैं उधर हूँ.
Yeah, I can vacate the seat.
Thank you. Well, that's really cool. This world is such a small place.
Yes, really, this world is such a small place. दुनिया बहुत छोटी है. So,
do you remember Kalpana ma'am?
Yep.
You remember her? Huh?
Well,
Kalpana ma'am, do you remember her? Chemistry teacher?
Yeah.
Were you science or commerce?
Science.
Science. So then do you remember?
PCM. I do remember.
You remember?
Every faculty. I used to visit to that place often.
Okay.
Well, here is my question.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't your. Oh, yes. Please ask me your
I have a
question.
question. Well, Mary Kom is on the way to make many Mary Koms for the country. What PC, Priyanka Chopra? I just want to put you back.
Excuse me.
We used to call a girl beauty with a brain. You remember that girl?
Was it me?
Yeah, it's Priyanka Chopra. Beauty with the brain of our batch 1999, Army School Bareilly.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Priyanka, here is the question. Mary Kom is on the way to
making a lot of Mary Koms.
A lot of Mary Koms for the country. What PC is doing?
I don't want to make a lot of PCs for the country.
Why?
Because that's a very personal question, excuse me. But no, for me, what I want to do really with my life, I've never known. I've just gone with incredible faith because the only thing I know, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what I will do, I don't know what I could have done. The only thing I know is there's no replacement for hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, whenever an opportunity presents itself to me, I try and do the best that I can, whether it was my music, now I've decided to become a producer, whether it's the kind of different roles that I do. It's just that जो भी मुझे दो ना मैं best करूँगी. And if I don't, what's the maximum that'll happen? I'll fail. I have so many other ways of standing up.
Okay, we know that you have a plane to catch, but one last question for you. You have not just, and I know there are lots of questions, but we probably have to let her go. So, guys, I've let you ask the question, so one question at least, yeah? You don't only do films, you have done a music album, couple of them. You've also done TV shows, Khatron Ke Khiladi. So it looks like you're kind of building up a persona that goes well beyond films, a public persona. From a marketing perspective, what do you see the imagery that of Priyanka Chopra that you would like to build up over time in the industry? An Amitabh Bachchan, a Shah Rukh Khan, an Amir Khan, they have built up a particular imagery in front of their audiences, in the hearts and minds of people. What do you think that might be professionally over a period of time?
You know, whenever anybody takes names of such legendary people, I never see a female name. I hope I get to leave behind a legacy where you take my name along with people like that.
Okay, one last one.
Sir, excuse me.
Wow, you're really popular, huh? Or then maybe it's your question.
Question, please.
See, I'm just honorary members of IIM. I can't take many chances, but sir, thoda sa I can hear. Just. The mic's not working. You can leave it. Just scream.
That I have because I never met you like personally. Although I've seen you on a Zee Cine award show in Singapore, that was the closest I got to see you, and I'm like, I'm feeling so lucky today that I can like this is like you're live in front of me, and it's in Anjana Anjani you said that there are things to do before you die. In my bucket list there was one of the biggest thing was to meet you before I die, and I'm like so lucky I got to do this. Well, sorry. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Please don't die on us now that you've got the flower.
So my question.
Don't get me kicked out before I've come in, okay,
Yep.
please.
So I want to. So thank you for coming to Ahmedabad. Welcome in my city. And secondly, so now that because you have a music career as well besides the acting career, and because of like your song premiered in NFL and everywhere. So how does because of your music career which has gotten spike in the West, how does it help you in marketing our Bollywood movies in the West? Does it make your life easier when you go there because you're recognized and those people like take you more seriously, and then they take Bollywood more seriously? How does the marketing aspect of having another career which is famous in the West helps you? Now, yeah.
Thank you for your question. Okay. The fact that I have a career where I'm doing English music has sort of, see, there's a big stereotype of what Bollywood is in the West, okay? I have to constantly fight that. It's really annoying. Every time I go to meet someone, the first question they ask me is, oh, you can speak English? And I'm like, yes, that's what we learn. It's one of our secondary languages in the country. Oh, so Bollywood, huh? You wear like all these nose things and like henna. It's like, what do they even think? So the fact that I have an opportunity to go out there and tell people in another part of the world that India is not just about elephants on the road or cows walking around or finding, which also they're confused with, by the way, Native Americans. Do you find gold in your rivers? No, we don't. Do you have snake charmers? Yeah, we do, but it's fully fake. So the fact that I have the ability to go out there and explain to people that the generation of my generation, the fact that we are not the stereotype of what people think India is. We are educated, we are thinking people, we are probably what makes up the biggest businesses in that nation. You know, the fact that I can bring about light to what India is and Hindi films, yes, it has really helped me. But it's a very big struggle. It's another culture that doesn't understand us. There haven't been many Indian icons, I guess, who have made it big in the global pop culture space, which people know. I mean, I haven't either. I'm still trying to work at it, but slow and steady. I hope that with me, I can pave the way to a lot more talented people than me. I've got an opportunity. I'm not even half as talented as all the potential that we have in this country. But the fact that I've got this opportunity, I hope to be able to pave the way for a lot more Indian talent to be able to go global. Because I think the world has become such a small place now. And that's where we have to go. We have to reach out and become global citizens, and that's the future. Thank you.
Thank you, PC. I think this was a wonderful session. We'd like to give her a token of appreciation from our side.
Can I get admission?
Definitely. Diversity at IIM Ahmedabad. I hope we all had a wonderful session. I'm definitely sure that... Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you. We'll definitely go and watch Maricom after this, or even when we're in exchange or anywhere we are. Thank you so much for this wonderful session.
I'd like to thank all of you for sitting so patiently and listening to my bad jokes and stupid words. But you guys are incredible, and you know, you're the future of what India is going to be. Take yourself seriously and go out there and dream big and be big. There's nothing less that you should do. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Okay, you need to go.